utilize my voice as a way to advocate for you in our community. Join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the award-winning 1017 The Truth, Milwaukee Black Talk.
Need a way to hype up your day?
This is Lorenzo.
Lorenzo, you just won $5,000!
What would you do with $5,000?
That's sweet for a couple months.
Yes!
There you go.
Yes.
God just made me happy.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
Can we hold something?
Y'all holler back at y'all.
I'm Angela Bassett. As a first responder on screen, I know what it means to act fast in an emergency. In real life, the same urgency can save lives, especially when it comes to a food allergy. For 33 million Americans, one bite can turn an ordinary meal into a life-threatening reaction. And too often, they don't have the one thing that could save them, epinephrine. But emergencies don't wait. And when a severe reaction happens, being prepared makes all the difference. Now, there's a needle-free option, a new way to carry epinephrine that makes it easier than ever to be ready. No needles, no hesitation, because when the unexpected happens, the best thing you can do is be ready. Know the risk, know the options. Be ready to act. Learn more at foodallergy.org/ready to act.
Day one, diagnosis day, the hardest day, the day you hear,
I'm sorry, this is a type of blood cancer.
But day one is just one day. At the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, we are here to help you move past day one.
On day 45, I discovered an online community who shared great tips for in-treatment care.
I missed a lot of school during treatment, and LLS helped me keep up.
We are here for you. We exist for everyone fighting leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, and other types of blood cancer.
On day 185, LLS helped me file my insurance claims properly.
Day 5,840 and counting, and I'm still in remission.
To learn more and get help on day 1, day 2, day 983, or any day, please visit LLS.org or call 1-800-955-4572. That's LLS.org, 1-800-955-4572.
All of your favorite 1017 The Truth content whenever you want. The Truth app has it all. The Truth is on 1017 and 1510 WGKB Waukesha, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 1017 The Truth News Update.
Hello, everyone. This is Rhea Riley with your news update. 4 men are facing human trafficking charges after a 5-year FBI investigation into a Franklin strip club. A tip from a former employee led the FBI task force to On the Border strip club in Franklin. They arrested Jimmy Durant Jr., Brian Hopkins, Dontavia Rule, and Maurice Russell. According to a criminal complaint, Durant is accused of trafficking multiple women, while Rule and Russell worked as recruiters, and Hopkins managed the club. Victims are coerced into working at the club and forced to surrender all their cash earnings. On the Border remains open. Flu activity is surging in parts of the U.S. ahead of the holidays and the end of the year. The CDC has already reported more than 4 million cases nationwide. Last week, Wisconsin health officials reported 2 children recently died from respiratory illnesses, one as a result of COVID and the other from the flu. Dr. Benjamin Abella.
The flu shots are effective and safe for people as young as 6 months of age. We definitely recommend the flu shot. It is not too late, and it can greatly reduce the risk of serious disease and even hospitalization.
A new report on holiday shopping finds prices for popular gifts are up nearly 9 times overall inflation. Former White House economic advisor Bharat Ramurthy says the primary cause is tariffs.
You see almost across the board higher prices for imported goods. And remember, that's exactly how the tariff policy is supposed to work. It raises the price of imported goods in theory so that people want to buy American-made products. What we have seen in reality is that the chaos around the tariffs has not actually promoted an increase in American manufacturing.
Some holiday goods cost as much as 60% more than last year. This has been your news update. Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris is next on the new 1017 The Truth.
bringing you his authentic perspectives on important topics.
They live in suburbs together. They live in the city together. They hang out together, all in the same family. We're the only idiots that fight because we want our voice to only be on one side. Like, does that even make any sense? And when the side loses, you lose everything. They, on the other hand, have a voice no matter what, because somebody that looks like them is always in control.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point.
Well, it's just a skewed system.
Of course it is.
It's a lot of judgment.
But answer my question, though. Should we let people go? Should we let people go? Like, let's just forget about bail altogether. And if your neighbor commits a homicide and kills people, if you kill people and they next to you and you just let them come back and live right next to you, they can live upstairs from you. Let them come in your house.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point. This is the best radio show in the state of Wisconsin. Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
Now, he's the mayor of the city of Milwaukee. He's a young man. Give him a chance. I only complain about things that I care about. What I want you to do is pretend like I'm in St. Louis. And all I'm asking the mayor and the Common Council president and the Common Council, show me.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is Dr. Ken Harris.
Truth Nation, great afternoon. Of course, I am not Dr. Ken Harris. I am holding it down as Dr. Ken Harris is enjoying the holiday season. And of course, I had to step in and do what I do. So welcome to Truth in the Afternoon. The Truth Talk text lines are open, 833-212-1017. If you have a question or a comment that you would like to add your opinion on, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. And I got to give a great afternoon to our producer, Brother Z. What's happening with your family?
What's up, Homer?
I'm blessed, man. It seems like forever, man.
I agree.
Yeah. Like, damn. You know, you just got to spread yourself across the board some more.
Pause.
A board. The board?
I don't know how I feel about spreading myself.
Oh, now you on some different stuff. See, now I ain't gonna go there. You almost made me go into character. How was your weekend, Brother Z?
It was good. I DJ'd at Whitetail on Friday. Came here to 3rd Street Market Hall with some friends from high school on Saturday.
Now you say Whitetail and you don't say pause, but now you said, I'm just trying to figure it out. You said, so you was at you had some Whitetail on Saturday, right?
I didn't have Whitetail. I was DJing at Whitetail on Friday.
That's what you call it? You was scratching it?
Yeah, having Whitetail and DJing.
So you was scratching it up. You was mixing that Whitetail up.
I wish.
I'm not going to even go there. I'm not going to go there. But, you know, I mean, I might, but I'm not going to go there. But it's great to see you, brother. It's great to see you. As we kick off this new week into the Christmas celebration. And, of course, Kwanzaa begins on December 26th. And just remember, when people try to say, oh, that's another holiday. No, it's not. Kwanzaa is a celebration of 7 principles of the Ungaza Sabo. So it's not a holiday. So don't try to mix it up and be like, oh, that's the other holiday. No. It's the principles. And if we follow those principles, trust and believe, us as a community of people, trust me, we would be doing a lot better, in my opinion, a lot better. Shout out to everybody on the YouTube page. I want to say great afternoon to you all. Of course, I know, I'm not Dr. Ken Harris. I am the legendary Home Blow. And it's me, S.E. Great afternoon. Love you, appreciate you, Willie Jones. Great afternoon. Love you, appreciate you. Let's see, Lucretia. Great afternoon. Love you, appreciate you. Dimitri. Great afternoon. Love you, appreciate you. I'm blessed. Mao the Elephant. Great afternoon. Love you, appreciate you. Miles said there's something wrong with the channel. I don't know. Seems to be going good. You see anything, Brother Z? Channel seems to be okay from where I'm at. I'm just saying. But again, True Talk text lines are open, 833-212-1017. I definitely want to get your thoughts and comments on this because this is a situation that happened in Fond du Lac. So here in Wisconsin, but up in Fond du Lac. And there was a 14-year-old, was 14 when the crime was committed. And he ended up, and the name, Fond du Lac teen sentenced to life without parole for 2023 murder as courthouse brawl erupts. Pearce Larry Jr., who was 14 at the time, was sentenced Friday afternoon in the killing of Tatiana Zech. And that happened again in that trial was in Fond du Lac County. And from the NBC 26 news site, we're going to play a audio clip so to kind of give you a better understanding. And if you are watching us on YouTube or on Facebook Live or on X, all at 1017 The Truth, while you're there, like and subscribe. Also, you can follow us on our Facebook page and like the page as well. But just to kind of give you a general idea of what took place, but it's going to help go into one of the topics that I want to get your thoughts and opinions on, because some people in our community are divided on it. But we're going to play this clip and we'll be back. Brother Z?
All right, stop! Stop! Everyone, stop!
Emotions erupted today at the sentencing of Pearce Larry, who today was sentenced to life in prison for the 2023 killing of 20-year-old Tatiana Zech outside her home. The shooting also wounded 3 others. It's a case we've been covering for nearly 3 years. After the fight, the judge stopped the proceedings and cleared the court after the outburst. The sheriff says 25 officers responded to the incident. More than an hour later, parties returned to the court and the judge delivered the life sentence without the possibility of parole.
So, life without parole. And so he is 17 years old now, and he also has another person that was also that is also 17 now, and he too was sentenced to life without parole. So the altercation obviously took place in the courtroom on the day of sentencing. Now, what I'm hearing and watching on social media, and hearing some people talk about as I'm out and about, is people saying that they think that the penalty was too harsh. They think the penalty was too harsh. Life without parole. He's 14 when he committed the crime. He's 17 now for sentencing. And they're saying, some people are saying that's too much. They need to go and re-examine that. They need to fight that. They need to get that brought down some. And I want to know what y'all thoughts are, because we need to talk about that, because, you know, they say don't do the crime if you can't do the time. So, Brother Z, I know you may be just familiarizing yourself with this case. 14 when he murdered Tatiana and injured 3 others in the shooting. And so now he learned his fate on this past Friday, and life without parole. Some of the family members from each side ended up getting into a brawl inside the courtroom, which had to stop the proceedings, and then they were able to reconvene about an hour later when his sentence was handed down. With all of his charges being intentional, so intentional homicide, intentional reckless injury, do you think the punishment fit the crime? And that's also a YouTube poll that we can put up. You know, do you think the life without parole fits the crime for Pearce Larry Jr., who is now 17, but he committed this homicide, first-degree intentional homicide. Remember that. Also, first-degree intentional reckless injury on 3 other people who were also shot. And this is when she was taking out garbage that she ended up getting shot and killed. So do you think that this punishment, life without parole, is too much? They shouldn't have done that. I want to get your thoughts and opinions, but I want to get Brother Z's, but I'm going to come back and get all of that. We got to get ready to take care of some bills. You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. I am the legendary Home Blow, holding it down on Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. I'll be black.
Don't touch that dial. More of Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This season, the Bucks are going for it all.
A game winner for the Greek Freak.
Go inside the team's pursuit of a championship on Locked In, the new season of the Behind the Bucks podcast, narrated by Bucks legend Marcus Johnson. Hear from the team stars on why they think they can make history. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Oh, my back.
Santa?
Gina Della from Pella. You've been a good girl this year.
Is that why you're in here building new windows?
Santa's doing OT.
Let me make a call.
Frighteningly fast Pella team at your service. Let us take it from here, Mr. Claus. And Gina, next time.
I know. Ask for a Pella gift card. Right now, at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get 0% interest for 24 months. Visit PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 12/31/2025.
Ready to hit the road in your new car? At Brewery Credit Union, we make it easy with affordable payment options on auto loans designed to fit your budget. Whether it's a brand new ride or the perfect used vehicle, we'll help you get behind the wheel faster. With flexible terms, quick approvals, and personalized service you can trust. Don't wait. Start your journey today. Apply online at brewerycu.com or visit us at Brewery Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA.
Real talent is defined by what people can do, not where they learn to do it. So by stopping at the education section of a resume, you might throw away the perfect hire. You might miss someone who has valuable skills to offer to help your business thrive right now and in the future. Because the truth is this: Skills First Hiring helps you see talent others miss, like more than 70 million stars, skilled through alternative routes. When you let their story unfold, you gain a competitive advantage, because hiring managers who start with skills are 60% more likely to find a successful hire. See the real person, complete. See what others miss. Hire skills first. Learn why it's a competitive advantage at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
Serious truck crash? Call Gruber Law Offices today.
You are listening to Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Guess who's going to jail for life without parole? Of course, welcome Black to Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. I am the legendary Home Blow, holding it down for Dr. Ken Harris, who is enjoying the holiday season. 'Tis the season to be with family and spend your money and all of those great things. Talking about this latest situation where in Fond du Lac here in Wisconsin, a 17-year-old, 14-year-old when he committed this first-degree intentional, keep in mind now, first-degree intentional homicide of Tatiana, and also first-degree recklessly endangering 3 other people. So all of these things were intentional. It wasn't an accident. It wasn't I just was shooting and somebody got shot. All of these things were intentional. So this happened in 2023. The trial ended up finally wrapping up, and then it got to sentencing. And at the sentencing, there was a brawl that broke out inside of the courtroom from both families of Pearce Larry Jr., who is now 17 years old, and the family of Tatiana. And some people in the community are saying, oh, that was too harsh here in Milwaukee, and, and on social media saying that was too much. That don't make no sense. He shouldn't have had to get that. And it was another person that was with him, and he also got, and he's 17, he also got a life without parole sentence as well. So on the YouTube page, we've got our poll up. Is life without parole too much of a punishment for committing murder as a teen? The Truth Talk text lines are open. We've got Southside Frank. Southside Frank, great afternoon. I love you. I appreciate you. You hear the conversation. Life without parole. Do you believe that it's too much for his age? What's your truth? Southside Frank?
I'm almost 50 now. Yep.
Okay.
I want to get in touch. I'm heading to Union Grove. I go to Big Hill. I'm probably going to lose you.
Okay.
I got set down when I was a teenager. I'm almost 50 now. I think if somebody goes and they can prove they deserve another chance, they should get another chance. There's a lot of people in our penal system that have turned the page and can be good people. I believe someone who's committed heinous second chance if they prove they deserve it. Mm-hmm. That's my comment for you, Homer.
Okay, but Southside Frank, while you're still there, and I know you lose the signal. So with this, his charges were all intentional. So he intentionally killed this woman, Tatiana. He intentionally shot 3 other people. So even in those, you feel that they should give him another chance as opposed to giving him life without parole?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Considering his age, his brain ain't growing.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much, Southside Frank. 833-212-1017. 833-212-1017. That's the Truth Talking text lines. You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. I'm the legendary Home Blow holding it down on today. And I want to get y'all thoughts on this. Was that too extreme, or did the punishment fit the crime? Did the punishment fit the crime? And Daniel Mosley, great afternoon. Love you, appreciate you on the text page. Are there any more specific details you might can share, Homer, about the homicide and its particulars that were carried out, just to give a little more thought if the punishment fit? They spoke about it a little bit more in the clip that we did play earlier, but there the woman was taking out the garbage. She was taking out her garbage when he ended up murdering her and shooting 3 other people. She was shot in the head while taking out trash following a cookout. Larry was found guilty of first-degree intentional homicide and attempted first-degree intentional homicide with first-degree reckless injury, multiple counts of first-degree recklessly endangering safety, and possessing a weapon under the age of 18. So, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. After the shooting, Larry fled from Milwaukee to Chicago without even calling 911 or stopping for help. So, yeah, Larry's co-defendant, Antonio Johnston, was also sentenced to life without parole Friday. Johnston was 17 at the time of the shooting, so he's 19 now. And both were convicted of first-degree intentional homicide in connection with Tatiana Zech's death, which carries a mandatory life sentence. A jury found Larry guilty on all but one charge in October. Johnston pleaded guilty to all charges in January. Both were teenagers when Tatiana Zech was killed. Larry was 14 at the time of the shooting, while Johnston was 17 at the time of the shooting. So, yeah, that's where we at. So I want to get your thoughts and opinions on that. Do you think that life without parole, was it too much? Do you believe that there should be a second chance? One of the things that I think about with certain situations like this is not usually these people's first time around the park. I mean, for him to be, in my opinion, comfortable enough to shoot her in the head, not try to just injure her, wound her if he felt threatened in some sense. He shot her in the head. And while she wasn't even aware, because she just taken out garbage from a cookout that had happened earlier. So I think about the fact that a lot of these people, they have to go to a cemetery or they have to look at an urn for the rest of their life to memorize and talk to their family member or their person. People can visit him. They can visit both of them. I don't think that that's a fair exchange at all. You feel what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I definitely want to know your thoughts. Melody Madden, I don't know. You may have posted that before I ended up reading more details of the news story, which is also in our Talk Text page. I believe that article is up there. So you can go and you can read it as well and get some more information. But again, I also want you to chime in on the Truth Talk text poll that is on our YouTube page. Is life without parole too much of a punishment for committing murder as a teen? And I know we're early in the poll, but Brother Z, what are we looking at as yes or no? Are they feeling like it's too much or no, it's not too much?
44% of people say yeah, it's too much, and 56% say no.
And see, this is why I knew that this was something that needed to be talked about in our community. This is something that definitely needed to be talked about in our community because I also want people to put themselves in this situation. If that person, if Tatiana had been your mother, your sister, if it had been a man, if it was your brother, your father, your wife, your girlfriend, your husband, your man, would you still feel like, oh, no, that's too much, that's too much? I think when you are in those situations, you're like, no, You took something from me that I'll never be able to get back. I'll never be able to get back. Lucretia say, you can't commit a crime, then say the consequence for that crime is too much. Hey, hashtag no lies detected. Hashtag no lies detected. So that's why I want to get your thoughts. Call in on the True Talk text line again, 833-212-1017. If you have an opinion on this, I want to know what your truth is as it relates to this particular situation where he was 14 at the time. And I think so many times people get to saying that, well, he was young and we all make mistakes. Murdering somebody is not a mistake, in my opinion. You feel what I'm saying? It didn't say accidental. It said intentional. So there's a far cry from accidental and intentional. All of the people who ended up being shot, there were 3 other people who got shot, not to mention just the PTSD that everybody that was in the vicinity were going through, from one, seeing Tatiana Zech laying there with a gunshot hole in her head, and then the other 3 people laying there. That's traumatizing. So yeah, you know, and if we're talking about, you know, parents, get your kids, or are you PWKs? If you PWKs, unfortunately, I see this far too often. I see it far too often. So I want to, you know, know, yeah, people make mistakes, but I also don't think that this was, you know, and I would have to dig up more information, but oftentimes people, this isn't their first time dabbling in a life of crime. It's not their first time dabbling in a life of crime. And so I think when we talk about, you know, chances, and you're thinking about chances, you know, when do your chances run out? You feel what I'm saying? When do your chances run out? I would think that intentionally murdering somebody, I think your chance ran out. That's my thought. That's my thought and opinion. We got to get ready to take care of some bills. You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. I'm the legendary Home Blow, holding it down for Dr. Ken Harris. And We'll Be Black. True Talk text lines 833-212-1017. We'll Be Black.
Southbound on 41 is backing up a bit from Silver Spring all the way down to Capitol Drive. On the northbound side, it's also heavy from before Mayfair Road up to Capitol. Eastbound 94 slowing from 84th Street to Hawley Road. The westbound side's got a bit of a backup from 27th all the way past Mitchell Boulevard. And southbound 43 mainly seeing the delays from the Marquette down and over the high-rise bridge. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast. Tonight, slight chance for drizzle or flurry, mostly cloudy, a low of 32. Tomorrow, partly cloudy and mild, a high of 42. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 101.7 The Truth.
Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris returns after this on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Elevate your game day gear or any outfit with official merchandise from the Milwaukee Bucks Pro Shop. From authentic jerseys to exclusive apparel and accessories, the Bucks Pro Shop has everything you need to showcase your fandom wherever you go. Cheer the deer to victory with authentic Milwaukee Bucks items. Visit us at the Bucks Pro Shop at Fiserv Forum or Bayshore Mall, or shop online at shop.bucks.com.
Since 1976, Community Advocates has helped Milwaukee residents meet their basic needs, enabling them to live with dignity and hope. Today, Community Advocates offer 40 specialized programs that addresses rental housing challenges, energy assistance, domestic violence, substance misuse, and more. Their commitment is to ensure individuals and families have access to essential resources and opportunities for a better quality of life. If you need help, go to communityadvocates.net. That's communityadvocates.net.
Breaking down the issues that shape our city and our future.
A TUC. It's called the Senate Civil Suits for Unauthorized Data Seizures. And the continuing resolution that had to be voted on in order to open the government authorizes U.S. senators to file civil lawsuits against the U.S. government, including the Department of Justice, for up to $500,000 in damages per violation if federal law enforcement seizes or subpoenas their phone or other data without prior notification. Hold on, wait a minute. If you have been accused of a crime and there's evidence and probable cause, and the federal government or any investigating agency gets a warrant from a judge to seize your cell phone records, there's nothing you can do about that.
It's The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 to noon. Catch it live on YouTube or tune in to 1017 The Truth.
People don't realize that glaucoma is one of the leading causes of blindness.
Because there are often no early symptoms, nearly half of those with glaucoma may not even know they have it until vision loss has occurred.
I was diagnosed with normal tension glaucoma in July of 2020. And what we found out at that point was I had already lost 40% of my sight. You think it only affects people that are, 75 or older, retired, grandparents, and that's not the reality of it.
I didn't think at all glaucoma was going to affect me because I didn't know of anyone that had glaucoma, no one in my family. When you have glaucoma, you can't get back that sight that you lost. And so early detection and treatment is vitally, vitally important.
Don't miss life's most beautiful moments. Schedule an eye exam today.
National Glaucoma Research, a Bright Focus Foundation program, offers free resources and tips for healthy vision.
Learn how to protect your sight at stopglaucoma.org.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Packers lost a crucial game against the Chicago Bears Saturday night, now with a record of 9-5-1. They now sit at the 7th seed of the playoff bracket. Matt LaFleur after the game.
Now the second time, at least in my career, where we've lost a game where we haven't punted. It just so happens to happen twice this season, so it's unfortunate.
They now will face the Baltimore Ravens this Saturday night at the final regular season home game. The Milwaukee Bucks lose 103-100 to the Timberwolves in a gritty comeback attempt. Doc Rivers after the matchup.
We had 2 or 3 plays where, again, I think all of our guys are trying to win the game for you. The film is going to be great because it's going to show us we just got to keep making the right plays.
The next matchup is tomorrow against the Indiana Pacers. Marquette basketball is in a slump, sitting at 5-8, while UW-Milwaukee basketball win 2 in a row and advance to 6-6. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams, member FDIC.
More of Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harrison is next on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Locked up, they won't let me out. And I had a long day in court, stressed me out. Won't give me a bail, they can't get me out. Now I'm headed to the county, gotta do a bid.
Hashtag that part, gotta do a bid. Life with no parole. We're talking about Pearce Larry Jr., who's now 17, but at 14 years old, he ended up murdering a woman, Tatiana Zech, and shooting 3 other people. First-degree intentional homicide is a charge. Also, first-degree intentional recklessly endangering safety because of the other people that were shot. And again, just like thinking about the fact that people are traumatized with these situations. Definitely want to hear your thoughts, Truth Nation, at 833-212-1017 on our YouTube page, Melody Madden. Great afternoon. Love you. Appreciate you. Ken Raul, great afternoon. Love you. Appreciate you. Say prison pipeline is real. Was he on pills or something? E-Boogie, great afternoon. Love you. Appreciate you. Said, I think it sends a very strong message to the people out doing this kind of stuff. And Mao the Elephant said, exactly, Homer. Yes, life without parole for a 14-year-old sounds like vengeance, not justice. We're going to go to Al on our Truth Talk text lines, 833-212-1017. Great afternoon, Al. You hear the conversation. What's your truth?
Well, my truth is you're black, and you're in Fond du Lac, the home of meth and the other palace. Keep in mind, did he have a public pretender or did he have a defense attorney? And if you're black and you're in Fond du Lac, they're coming with a vengeance. You're not white and you up at the truck stop with a land lizard that you met at the church. Different laws for different skins and different situations. But my word of advice is maybe y'all should stop moving to these small, sleepy towns where they don't even like you. Because their law is good. They're going to lay the hammer on you for the color of your skin. Be glad it wasn't a white girl. But I guarantee you, if he was white, he'd probably be sitting at home having beef stroganoff and a Coke 45 and probably holding a rifle. But you're black and Fond du Lac, and you probably didn't have a defense attorney, and you had a public, and then they waited that long? Something sounds fishy. Maybe they didn't feed the goldfish.
So, Al.
Something ain't right.
So, Al.
Yes.
Had that happened here in Milwaukee, and him being a 14-year-old black teen, and it was first-degree intentional homicide. He shot a woman in the head, killed her, and intentionally shot 3 other people while she was taking out garbage. And so obviously, and then the recklessly endangering, there were several, or it said multiple charges of recklessly endangering safety. And if it was someone close to you, would you feel that the punishment was too harsh? Would you still feel like the punishment was too harsh, or would you feel like he took it to that level to whereas, he probably needs to do that time?
Well, to be honest, if you kill anybody that's related to me, I don't think there's room for forgiveness, and I don't think you can really be rehabilitated and put back on the street. So sometimes whatever cards you lay is what you have to deal with, but in the same token, when you go to other sleepy towns where it's not too many of us, the judge is going to be very hard on you. And it's probably, and be glad we don't have a death penalty, you know. So sometimes stupid moves make stupid decisions, and you got stupid outcomes. Not calling him stupid and speaking against his integrity, but what can you say? Sometimes you gotta, how can I say this? Sometimes you have to let them go if you can't save them. And it was still a child. But it's so many things that go into it, but you are in Fond du Lac. And my other thing is, did he have a defense attorney?
Right.
Or did he have a
public pretender?
A public offender.
Yeah, I call him public
exactly.
pretender.
So there's so many. Yeah, so it's kind of fishy, and I'm not going to speak against the integrity of the family, but they couldn't come together and get him a defense attorney.
Yeah.
But the action speaks for itself. But anyway, just giving my opinion, and I hope everybody have a good evening.
Yep, thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, love you and appreciate y'all. Again, True Talk text lines are open, 833-212-1017. I want to know what's your truth. We're talking about Pearce Larry Jr., who was 14 when he committed the first-degree intentional homicide, as well as some first-degree intentional recklessly endangering safety. At this case is in Fond du Lac, and then he ended up coming back to Milwaukee and then left and went to Chicago. He didn't call 911, so it didn't seem like, I mean, we can say that, he was probably scared or this, that, and the other. But I want you to put yourself in these situations. So when you're thinking about what would the punishment be, so what should it be? So is life without parole, which is our YouTube page question for you, is life without parole too much of a punishment for committing murder as a teen? Is that too much? And what is your thoughts? I mean, so what should it have been? If you do believe that that is too much, like Southside Frank was like, another chance. And somebody even brought up on the YouTube page the fact of the Office of Community Wellness and Safety, where we have Adam Purcell, who also murdered somebody when he was 15, and now being in charge of the Office of Community Wellness and Safety after being sentenced to 25 years. So he ended up doing the majority of that 25 years. So he did end up doing the majority of that 25 years. So, but what is your thought? And when you make it personal, and that's where I want people to put your mindset at. Let's make it personal. Let's make it that it's personal to you. It was your son or daughter that was murdered. It was, somebody, very important. You're one of your immediate family members that was murdered by this 14-year-old at the time. When you're thinking about justice and what that looks like, you feel what I'm saying? When you're thinking about justice for your loved one and what that looks like, how much time is too much? To me, you can't get Black a life. Tatiana Zech, she doesn't get her life a second chance. She doesn't have that. So that's that's kind of where I'm at. But I am going to get ready to go back to our Truth Talk text lines. Well, we got some bills that are coming up, so we're going to end up taking care of those bills. But I definitely want to get your thoughts, so call in. You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. I am the legendary Home Blow, holding it down for Dr. Ken Harris. We got to take care of some bills. The Town, I see you. Again, 833-212-1017. I want to know what's your truth when we return. We'll be black.
Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris returns after this on 1017 The Truth, the Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I'm going to say something. I'm a conservative, as you know. I might not agree with you all the time, but even when I don't agree with you, you crack me up. And the other guy, he just pretends conservative all day. And you do make me think. But when you do better than anyone, you think on your feet.
Now that was a compliment coming from somebody who is as Trump-loving as he is, that can appreciate what we do here.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Ho, 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 my back.
Santa?
Ho, 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 Gina Della from Pella. You've been a good girl this year.
Is that why you're in here building new windows?
Yes. Next year, how about just asking for a Pella gift card? My elves are used to designing windows from other places where they're all pretty much the same. But Pella? Ho, 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 so many customizations and designs. My elves aren't qualified, so Santa has to put in some overtime. Ho,
Let me make a call. BRB.
Frighteningly fast pellet team at your service. Let us take it from here, Mr. Claus. And Gina, next time.
Yeah, I know. Santa already lectured me. Ask for a Pella gift card.
What if you need new windows or doors, but you're on the naughty list?
Then this will definitely help. Right now, at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get 0% interest for 24 months.
Ho, ho, ho! Visit the Pella site, and to all a good night.
PellaWI.com. Service restrictions apply ends 12/31/2025.
You make time for everyone else. Family, work, everything in between. Now it's time to take care of you. If you're 45 to 64 and don't have insurance or your plan doesn't cover screenings, you may qualify for free mammograms and Pap tests through the City of Milwaukee Health Department's Breast and Cervical Cancer Awareness Program. Call 414-286-2133 to see if you're eligible. Real self-care starts with your health, and early detection saves lives. Funded by Wisconsin Well Woman. Learn more at milwaukee.gov/wellwoman.
Did you forget the first day of school is this week and little Nancy still needs her name embroidered on her backpack? Or the company shirts are due now, not next week? Maybe the boss just declared Steve's retirement party is today and the shirts are mandatory? Whatever the rush, Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more in Mequon has got you covered. With fast turnarounds, no minimums, eco-friendly printing, and high-quality custom apparel, Big Frog brings your custom ideas to life fast. Stop by Big Frog in Mequon or visit bigfrog.com/Mequon. Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more, where your ideas leap to life.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance.
Welcome, Black. Inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue. This is Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. I'm the legendary Home Blow, holding it down for Dr. Ken Harris. We're talking about this sentencing, life without the possibility of parole. For at the time of the murder, he was 14 years old. He's 17 years old now as the court went through the trial, and now sentencing came about. And there was a brawl that erupted in the courtroom with both sides of the family, the victim's family, and of course, Pearce Larry Jr., who is now 17, his family. So we're talking about this sentencing of life without the possibility of parole. Is it too harsh? Was that too much for this first-degree intentional homicide? Also, first-degree intentional recklessly endangering safety, because 3 other people got shot at that situation. We're going to the town. The town, thank you very much for being patient and holding this afternoon. I love you. I appreciate you. You hear the conversation. What's your truth? The town?
Oh, this is the caller.
Oh, okay, the caller. All right. Caller.
Hey, what's going on, brother?
I'm blessed, bro.
Well, actually, to your point about making it personal, I actually, unfortunately, have it personally experienced. A family member in a few summers ago, you might have heard of an individual who killed his wife, attempted to kill his stepdaughter, and went to Lincoln Park and cowardly shot himself.
Yes.
The young lady he murdered was my cousin.
Wow.
He left 2 children, one that he had raised since she was 3, who he tried to murder, and a 16-year-old who fortunately was out of town playing AAU basketball, who I had to watch in some of the worst pain speak before our family and talk about how distraught he was that he has no parents now. And so that's my thought process of it. When you take a life that's something that you can't give back, when you intentionally stalk, and I don't know what the circumstances were with the current safety leader here in Milwaukee. And I did read that it was a gang-related shooting, but he was convicted of first degree, which to be convicted of first-degree homicide, it has to be premeditated. So that is, anytime you have time to think about what you're doing and you do it, I think if you're old enough to commit that type of evil, that you should, you're acting like an adult, you should be treated like an adult, because the family in these instances, I can tell you, has a life sentence.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and
it's unfortunate for both families to suffer, Homer, but I question how, as the family of the defendant, how you come to court with anything but peace and the ability to walk away, unless maybe this violent behavior is a part of that family culture. Because if I know that my child has committed such a heinous act, or my cousin, I'm asking for forgiveness in court on their behalf as parents from their family, and even knowing that I don't deserve that forgiveness, but I see no way where, even if they're cheering that this young man got life without parole, where you have the right to retaliate or feel any anger toward them, because they already have a life sentence.
Right. Thank you.
It's sad.
Yeah, it is. It is. Absolutely. I agree. Well, thank you, caller. Alexandria, great afternoon. Love you. Appreciate you. Welcome to Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. You're here. We're talking about commenting on the life sentencing for a life without the possibility of parole for, at the time of the homicide, 14-year-old Pearce Larry Jr., who is now 17-year-old, with the trial finishing and him being actually sentenced. What's your truth?
Right. My truth? Well, when I was his age, I missed a lot of schooling, and I feel, I've made some messed up decisions, because I haven't done anything productive with my time. And I feel like, with all the schools, getting closed down, in Milwaukee because there's no AC, and just, after school programs and just things like that, productive things, trade schooling. These kids are just running around, without any guidance, proper guidance. And it's just like breaks my heart, because they think it's funny or cool, or, I just wish that people nowadays would think that, having knowledge is cool, and, being productive and building a beautiful life. I mean, we only have one planet, we only have one life, and I just wish everybody would respect each other a little bit more. And, in other countries, I think it's like the Netherlands or something, they have a way higher reform percentage than the United States does. It's like built on the system here for you to keep returning, and that doesn't happen, over there. Like the Netherlands, people, actually get healed, they get help, proper care, and they just don't do that.
Absolutely. Alexandria, if this was your immediate family member that was on the receiving end of 14-year-old Pearce Larry Jr.'s gun, and they were intentionally shot in the head and killed. What would you, if you had the power to say, this is the punishment that if he's found guilty, that he should get? What is that punishment? What would make you feel at peace with yourself, knowing that they took a close loved one, whether it's a child or a mother, father, or just somebody close to you? What would that punishment look like?
Well, and to be honest, I know a lot of people say, like, eye for an eye, or, they should be locked away or something like that. And personally, I mean, if one was to be locked away, I think it's kind of just a waste of money. Mm-hmm. And I know that's kind of, maybe not proper to say, but I think, especially somebody as young as him, your brain's not fully reformed yet. Even if it was my kid that got hurt, I don't want to see any more lives ruined, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm not saying, like, he should just be, like, let go, right. Probably monitored or something, or, but, like, I think, everybody should put a little bit more effort into doing their jobs. Like, could I tell you something about what's going on with my family right now? Mm-hmm. I mean, it has to do with the justice system, but my grandma is 80 years old, and she has bipolar, right? Mm-hmm. And she got her meds mixed up, and we asked, the West Dallas Police Department for help. We have it, like, all on video and how neglectful they were. And instead of, like, getting her the proper care and mental health, mm-hmm. they were laughing at us on video and just, making a joke out of it. And she ended up actually, like, choking me out, because she wasn't in her right mind. Wow. And all that time we asked them for help begging, on video. Mm-hmm. She now has felony charges for suffocation and strangulation. So now my 80-year-old grandma, has been in, general population downtown. And it's just, like, it's very sickening, like that, you could ask for help here, mm-hmm. and nobody cares. And this is why things like this are happening.
Okay. Yeah, definitely sorry to hear that. Definitely sorry to hear that. And prayers that things work out the way that y'all need them to work out. But thank you for giving us your truth, because that's what it is. You're part of our Truth Nation, and we want to know what's your truth. 833-212-1017, 833-212-1017. What is your truth as it relates to this particular topic? Because, so 25 years, some people are saying 25 years. What do you think about that, Brother Z? With 25 years and then just being on paper, maybe for the rest of your life, would that be suitable for you if that was your loved one that lost their life at the hands of the person?
I mean, Adam Purcell served 22 years, so fine mm-hmm. with me. Mm-hmm.
So life without the possibility of parole, too much. What did the poll finally end up saying? How many were, talk about that poll, and what were the final results?
43% say yes, and 57% say no.
Okay. So, yeah, more people are saying that, it's not too harsh. So, well, hopefully it will make people get their loved ones, if you love them, and especially your children and teens, if you love them, and be like, look, this could be you. I don't want it to be you. I'm telling you why I don't want you to keep going down this road or going down that path, because this is what your future could look like. You could be the one sitting there and getting that life without the possibility of parole. And, yeah, at that point, it's kind of a wrap. It's kind of a wrap. You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. I am the legendary Home Blow, holding it down for Dr. Ken Harris. Also, another thing that's happening, since we're talking about Fond du Lac, in Franklin, the human trafficking probe that was tied to the Franklin strip club on the border, and 4 individuals have been charged now. And they said this investigation has been going on since 2020. since 2020. So I guess COVID didn't shut everything down. There's a lot of things open. We'll be back to talk about it on Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. Again, Brother Z, thank you very much. He's our producer. We'll be black.
This is 1017 The Truth's Kyle Wallace, and the time is now, Milwaukee. Truth to Power is your platform, and on my show, our community always has a voice. There is no topic that is off limits, and I always give you my authentic opinions on how I feel, because keeping it real is the only way I know how to get down. Listen to Truth to Power with me, Kyle Wallace, every day from noon to 1 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube at 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk.
Need a way to hype up your day?
This is Lorenzo.
Lorenzo, you just won $5,000!
What would you do with $5,000?
That's sweet for a couple months.
Yes!
There you go.
Yes.
That just made me happy.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
Can we hold something?
I'll holler back at y'all.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
There are many times I thought, I can't do this. I mean, what parent isn't worried about? What am I not doing right? What am I not doing enough? And then I realized, wait, that's being a parent.
Don't worry about being perfect. I've had around 3 other mother figures in my life, but only one of them has taught me how a mother loves.
The greatest reward for me is he makes me better every day.
I would tell a family considering adopting a teenager that teenager, whoever it is, needs you, and they need what you have to offer.
Taylor's given me hope. He's our son, and that is what he will always be.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
When I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, I had so many questions. I didn't even know that it was cancer. Now I do. It is cancer. Blood cancer. It's actually one of more than 100 different types, and they're all treated differently. Now, unlike some other forms of cancer, usually there's no tumor. You can't screen for it to prevent it, and the symptoms can look like other things, so it could be hard to diagnose. I had a fever for weeks. I was so tired all the time. I didn't feel like eating or doing anything else for that matter. And I know that this can feel scary. But if you know what to look out for, you'll know what to tell your doctor. And you'll feel more empowered to take the next steps. Like getting in touch with the people who know the ins and outs and can help with everything blood cancer related. Blood Cancer United. They work one-on-one with each person who reaches out to answer questions and offer resources. Blood Cancer United was there for me, and they can be there for you.
Go to bloodcancerunited.org to learn more.
Listen to the home of the 5K Gruber Cash Giveaway. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 1017 The Truth News Update.
Hello, everyone. This is Rhea Riley with your news update. 4 men are facing human trafficking charges after a 5-year FBI investigation into a Franklin strip club. A tip from a former employee led the FBI task force to On the Border strip club in Franklin. More than 4 million cases nationwide. Last week, Wisconsin health officials reported 2 children recently died from respiratory illnesses. One as a result of COVID and the other from the flu. Dr. Benjamin Abella.
The flu shots are effective and safe for people as young as 6 months of age. We definitely recommend the flu shot. It is not too late, and it can greatly reduce the risk of serious disease and even hospitalization.
A new report on holiday shopping finds prices for popular gifts are up nearly 9 times overall inflation. Former White House economic advisor Bharat Ramurthy says the primary cause is tariffs.
You see almost across the board higher prices for imported goods. And remember, that's exactly how the tariff policy is supposed to work. It raises the price of imported goods in theory so that people want to buy American-made products. What we have seen in reality is that the chaos around the tariffs has not actually promoted an increase in American manufacturing.
Some holiday goods cost as much as 60% more than last year. This has been your news update. Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris continues on the new 1017 The Truth.
bringing you his authentic perspectives on important topics.
They live in suburbs together. They live in the city together. They hang out together, all in the same family. We're the only idiots that fight because we want our voice to own. Should we let people go? Should we let people go? Like, let's just forget about bail altogether. And if your neighbor commits a homicide and kills people up, if you kill people and they next to you and you just let them come back and live right next to you, they can live upstairs from you. Let them come in your house.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point. This is the best radio show in the state of Wisconsin. Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
Now, he's the mayor of the city of Milwaukee. He's a young man. Give him a chance. I only complain about things that I care about. What I want you to do is pretend like I'm in St. Louis. And all I'm asking the mayor and the Common Council president and the Common Council, show me.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is Dr. Ken Harris.
Welcome, Black. Truth Talk text lines are open, 833-212-1017. I am the legendary Home Blow. Whole lot going on. And it seems that, some people, as we were wrapping up the last topic, with the 14-year-old who is now 17 years old, sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. Some people are saying, well, in the poll, the majority said, no, life without parole is what it should have been. But there are others who are saying, 25 years and then, to be able to give a second chance to get out and do better and be given a chance. And so we have somebody who's a part of our Office of Community Wellness and Safety who has been done, that has absolutely happened. He's been given a chance, but even before becoming the Office of Community Wellness and Safety, he's been doing a lot of work with the recidivism rate and trying to make sure that people get on the straight and narrow. So, but with that being said, there's another situation that is going on the border. You live on the border. Brother Z, have you been in on the border?
No, I only go to Silk.
Okay. So you indulge, but you only go to Silk. Okay, all right. What do you got against on the border? You knew about this little investigation or something?
No, all my friends work at Silk.
Okay, so who was it? It was Brenda, Felicia, LaShawn, and Don. About 3 Kims. Okay.
No, they don't use their real name.
Ah, okay. What are some of their names?
No, because then they gonna steal them. Those are my ladies.
Hold up. I don't want no investigation starting with our very own Brother Z. Talking about those are my ladies. Like, listen, see, that's the problem with this whole situation of this topic that we're about to talk about. Their ladies. Yeah. So did you want to reword that? You said they your ladies and you ain't gonna get their names.
Nah.
Okay, I'm just trying to say. But no, a real serious situation is going on with human trafficking, right? And, it's a known fact that throughout our country, there are a lot of places that are trafficking young girls, grown women, and there's been an investigation about on the border. Like I say, the investigation began in 2020 with the Alphabet Boys and Girls, the feds, and they finally came through with charging 4 men with ties to the On the Border Gentlemen's Club in Franklin, and they were arrested following a multi-year human trafficking investigation by the FBI and local law enforcement. So now the arrest came after investigators served multiple search warrants in and outside of Milwaukee. The 23-page criminal complaint alleges that the 3 31-year-old Milwaukee men, Jimmy Durant Jr., Dantavia Rule, and Maurice Russell, were involved in trafficking multiple women who worked at the club, also known as OTB, which is the abbreviation for On the Border. Brian Hopkins, 50 years old, the general manager of On the Border, faces one felony count of keeping a place of prostitution. So according to the complaint, neither Hopkins nor On the Border prevented or stopped the commercial sex acts from occurring within the business. The investigation spans multiple years and mentions On the Border and the four co-defendants numerous times throughout the criminal complaint. But now the Franklin mayor is openly questioning whether they need a strip club amid the human trafficking investigation. So, Brother Z, do we have that clip ready yet? All right, we're going to play this clip, and I definitely want to get your truth on this situation. Human trafficking is a real situation, and it's a real problem in here as well as other places. So we'll listen to this clip, and we'll talk about it.
It's a human trafficking investigation that started about 5 years ago, and search warrants that were served last week got 4 men into custody. As I read through the 23-page criminal complaint, it details that sex acts were performed inside of VIP lounges here at On the Border in Franklin. 3 31-year-old men living in Milwaukee, Jimmy Durant Jr., Dantavia Rule, and Maurice Russell, are facing human trafficking or related charges. Investigators say 50-year-old Brian Hopkins, who's the general manager of On the Border, is facing one felony count of keeping place of prostitution. On the Border, otherwise known as OTB in the complaint, is mentioned multiple times. Investigators believe the club didn't do anything to stop the commercial sex acts from happening inside. Mayor John Nelson saying the news was shocking as the owners of the club have been here for so long. However, this could impact future business.
Franklin has grown and matured and prospered to where this type of business isn't needed anymore.
Coming up at 5, you'll hear from a neighbor who's lived near this club for the last 24 years, and he thinks it's time for a new business. In Franklin, Megan Lee, TMJ4 News.
All right, that clip again is from TMJ4 News. Now it's time to talk about it. And human trafficking, although, we're talking about On the Border in Franklin, like down the street, like literally. Mal the Elephant said, "Oh, damn, why do we have to always be the face?" Listen, listen. If you put yourself in that kind of situation, trafficking is a local issue, not one that's distant from us. I mean, this is happening like right here. So in that situation, you're talking about from 2020 to them just now, putting out the arrest warrants and all of that and charging the criminal charges. So that's a 5-year process. But I spoke on this a little bit earlier when I was saying, like, what happens? Like, how many victims do we lose when the investigations are like that? Brother Z, I mean, 5 years, don't you think that's a little too long to know that some of these women, may be missing them? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're exploiting because when we're talking about human trafficking, like, it's exploitation and some of the charges in there, felony intimidation and strangulation and suffocation. So they were, abusing these women as well. So 5 years, man, that's a long time. What's your thoughts, Brother Z?
They probably just let them rack up the charges.
Yeah, but do you think about the fact of the injuries, like strangulation and suffocation? Like, I would think that that's enough for me to say, you know what, we got to go in now. And maybe it's just some of the TV shows in me where they end up going in and, okay, they got somebody in there undercover, or they got somebody that's monitoring, or somebody that's wearing a wire or wearing a camera, this, that, and the other. But after certain situations happen, it's like, you know what, okay, we got to go in. We got to go in. So to know that some of the charges are strangulation and suffocation, I don't know. Would you have had to go in earlier? I would have had to go in earlier. I wouldn't have been able to wait 5 years.
I mean, if waiting 5 years means that I can rack up the charges and like get a RICO or something, then.
So the hell with the woman? you get what I'm saying? Because that's kind of like what we're saying. If we end up letting it happen like that, like, okay, so you probably gonna get strangled. They probably gonna suffocate you. You know what I'm saying? Part of the strangulation. But once we get enough, justice will be served. We got to get ready to take care of some bills, Troop Nation. I definitely want to hear your thoughts on this situation with the On the Border and the fact that these people have now been charged, and the manager, of course, being charged with running a house of prostitution, just letting it go on. We're going to take care of some bills. Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. I am the legendary Home Blow, and we'll be black.
Don't touch that dial. More of Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Coming with straight truth.
We can do anything when it comes to being organized, when it comes to making sure that we're active, when it comes to making sure that we're holding people accountable and making sure that we get something out of the deal. Y'all don't know how to make deals. Y'all mad at Donald J. Trump because he's trying to make deals or trying to say that he's the master of the art of the deal. Well, okay, what deals is you trying to make?
Catch the Tory Lowe Show every weekday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Ho, 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 my back.
Santa?
Ho, 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 Gina Della from Pella. You've been a good girl this year.
Is that why you're in here building new windows?
Yes. Next year, how about just asking for a Pella gift card? My elves are used to designing windows from other places where they're all pretty much the same. But Pella? Ho, 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 so many customizations and designs. My elves aren't qualified, so Santa has to put in some overtime. Ho,
Let me make a call. BRB.
Frighteningly fast pellet team at your service. Let us take it from here, Mr. Claus. And Gina, next time.
Yeah, I know. Santa already lectured me. Ask for a Pella gift card.
What if you need new windows or doors, but you're on the naughty list?
Then this will definitely help. Right now, at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get 0% interest for 24 months.
Ho, ho, ho! Visit the Pella site. And to all, a good night. PellaWI.com.
Service restrictions apply. 12/31/2025. The holiday season is here, and the countdown to 2026 has begun at Lake Lawn Resort. With all the holiday stress happening these days, imagine waking up next to a cozy fire in your own private suite along the shoreline of Delavan Lake. Enjoy much-deserved pampering at the award-winning Caladora Spa and special holiday dining options throughout the resort all month long, including at the signature 1878 on the lake. Book your holiday escape today, and don't forget to purchase those last-minute gift cards and receive free bonus money at Lake Lawn Resort, where the spirit of the season comes to life and everything is truly better at the lake. We believe that self-care isn't selfish. I'm Maddie from Sweet Talks, a women-owned and operated medical spa fostering self-love and confidence. We believe that beauty is about feeling empowered from within, and it's truly a passion for our team at Sweet Talks. Your goals are our goals. Our services go beyond injectables, including facials, lasers, medical weight loss, hormone therapy, and more. There's even a cafe, complimentary to all patients. Get started today at Sweet Talks in Menominee Falls. Learn more at sweettalks.com.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
Truck crash? Call Gruber offices. One call, that's all.
This is Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
God damn, little mama.
Really, Brother Z?
You know you thick as hell, know what I'm saying?
It is DJ Brother Z.
Matter of fact, after the club, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh.
I ain't even worried about them really, though.
Woo! T-Pain. In love with a stripper. Listen, you're at the top, bro. You're at the top of the. You're at the top. We're talking about this OTB on the border situation that has been brought to light after this 5-year undercover investigation, and now the covers have been pulled off. And, you know, talking about the human trafficking that's going on. And, you know, it's amazing how some of the exploitation hides in plain sight. But I need to ask this other question, you know, business accountability versus willful blindness. Because some of these women know what goes on at some of these establishments, and they fight to make their way there. They talking about it was like $2,600 to $3,000 a day being made.
And they're competitive.
Okay. So, like, Curly Q, great afternoon. Love you. Appreciate you on the YouTube page. And Franklin got the nerve to be mad about Buc-ee's. Yeah, Alfonso the Priest said, that's my song, my D. Yeah, absolutely. But so, and when we talk about, you know, human trafficking, what about some of the women that go, like, knowing, like I was told that some people knew, like, hey, if you go to OTB, you know what I'm saying, you can make that off the books money. You get what I'm saying? So instead of just being on the border, off the books. And so some women would go out there, like, knowing that, obviously, I guess that there were favors, that there was actual sex happening, as it said in the criminal complaint. So this is not anything that I'm alleging. This is the alleged information that is inside of a 5-year investigation that started in 2020. So I just wonder how many more people are going to be arrested, how many more dancers may be called to testify in these situations, and how many prominent figures. I mean, are we going to have our own OTB Epstein files, to where as we find out some of the people who were out there participating in the commercial sex acts on the border? That could open up a whole nother can of worms. Mount Elephant said the suburbs have been on fire for the past 6 months. Yeah, absolutely. So how much do you think, like, okay, you have to, in my opinion, hold these businesses accountable, because, again, they're supposed to do their due diligence in making sure that the dancers that are coming there to work and make money are not being trafficked. But how the hell do you do that when the club is doing the trafficking? The club is doing the trafficking. How do you control that? How do you control that? And there was felony intimidation, so that means, you know, you're being threatened. Like, all right, you know, you this is what you got to do. You know where you at. So how does all that work? How do y'all feel about that? 833-212-1017. How do you feel about this on the border situation that has now come to light, and there are 4 people who are charged in this investigation by the FBI as well as local law enforcement? So it's feds definitely involved, and I'm sure that, like, the criminal complaint is like 23 pages long. Brother Z, have you had a chance to read the criminal complaint?
I do not read those.
Okay, because I was going to send it to you.
I'll wait until you're on Facebook Live reading it, and then I'll get it that way.
Okay, yeah. It's, I don't know. So how do we stop that? I mean, we know we talk about this oldest profession and this, that, and the other. Is it on the club? Is it on the actual willing participants? Like, who is to blame? Because some of these women obviously probably go out there knowing that they can make that extra money because, you know, like, hey, you already know at OTB. So some of the other establishments may be like, no, we don't do that. We don't get down like that. And if we do get down like that, you'll never know unless you have the passcode, going into the safe house or something, be like, you got to say a certain thing to even get to that level. But who's to blame? Like, if the women just went to the club, like here we know that some of the people charged were bringing women to On the Border as well. But I'm sure that there were other women that went there because they wanted a job. And yeah, so who's at fault? You know what I'm saying? Who's at fault? And how do you deal with it if the women were willing participants in going to On the Border to make that extra money? $2,600 to $3,000 a day? Like, that's crazy. So she done made rent money and everything else. I'm just saying. Ain't that about what some of the rent costs now? So, and especially if they have children. So I want to know what your thoughts are on this, the On the Border situation with the human trafficking charges that have been brought forth, and to know that the manager was in on it. The manager was in on it, so he knew exactly what was going on. This was not something where he can say, nope. And should On the Border be closed down? So after this came out, as a YouTube poll for this, should On the Border be shut down because of this information that came to light? Should they be shut down? Should any strip club that any time this kind of information comes out, should they be shut down? And will that mean that we won't have any more strip clubs? Because I got a feeling, man, everybody got them boom boom rooms, bruh. You just got to have the kind of money to get to the boom boom room. I'm just saying. So I don't know. Do you think that the establishment On the Border, do you believe that their license should be taken away because of the fact that this has came out, and that human trafficking is definitely a lot of the charges that are in on this? Or do you just get a new manager and say, you know what, we got a new manager now, so we ain't going to have to worry about those kind of problems. We ain't got to worry about that. We've corrected it. We're making sure that the women are of age, and we're making sure, all of the I's dotted and the T's crossed. Mao the Elephant said, wait, how much? Damn, I need to get on my bus for my raise, because obviously Franklin got them Benjamins. Mahdi's said, let's see, let me catch Mahdi's. Well, can you catch Mahdi's? Because when it comes up with the poll, I can't see the comment. Where was Mahdi Alfonso Dupree's comment right before Mao the Elephant saying about, it's about the topic.
Players Club?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know it was a comment. Now I want to close the poll here, but I can't see it because of where the poll is on my.
Well, on your end, you can close it. Like, you can click dismiss.
Okay. All right. Cool. So he said, it's enough blame going around. I can go to the Sugar Shack or massage parlors and get full service, Mr. Homer, no doubt. Wow. How do you know that? We got to get ready to take care of some bills. I ain't going to put you on the spot, my D. I'm just saying, how do you know that? You said it's enough blame going around. I can go to the Sugar. You name places now. You said you can go to the Sugar Shack or massage parlors and get full service, Mr. Homer, no doubt. So I just want to know how he knows, Brother Z. That sounds like somebody that, you know what I mean? We got to take care of some bills. You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. I am the legendary Homer Blow, holding it down. We'll be black.
It's still kind of backed up on northbound 41, basically from Mayfair Road all the way up past Capitol Drive, a little bit more north of Hampton as well. Southbound's looking pretty good, though. On eastbound 94, we've got backups from 84th Street to Holly Road. Westbound's a little bit tight from 27th Street to about Holly Road as well. Everything's cleared up on 43 southbound heading through the Marquette, so that's good news. Southbound 894 is still a little bit backed up from Greenfield Avenue down towards Lincoln, and then just south of National all the way down on and around the Hale to Forest home. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast tonight, slight chance for a drizzle or flurry. Mostly cloudy, a low of 32. Tomorrow, partly cloudy and mild, a high of 42. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 101.7 The Truth.
Host an unforgettable outing and create special memories with your crew at a Milwaukee Bucks game. Groups of 10 or more can score ticket savings, block seating, and take part in special activities on game days. Showcase your team's talents on center court, score a high five from the pros, and more. There are great options for groups of all sizes. Start planning your ultimate Bucks basketball game day experience today at bucks.com/groups. That's bucks.com/groups.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Dear employer,
my name is Phil Martin.
My name is Michael Roskovich.
Ronaldo Bird.
Zach Deiser.
I am writing to express my excitement at the opportunity to join your team.
As someone on the spectrum, I possess a unique set of skills
that sets me apart from other candidates.
My detail-oriented nature allows me to communicate complex ideas,
to break down data, to have no fear in meeting new people.
I may communicate in ways that are different from what you are used to.
Structure, routine,
and clear expectation
help me do my best work.
My autism allows me to have a perspective that needs to be seen and heard.
It allows me to make the world safer and improve systems in ways others can't. It allows me to bring people's inner worlds to life with my artwork.
My autism
will bring your team important insights.
Thank you for your consideration.
An autistic inclusive workplace is good for business. It's time to make a change. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/win.
Day one, diagnosis day. The hardest day. The day you hear,
I'm sorry, this is a type of blood cancer.
But day one is just one day. At the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, we are here to help you move past day one.
On day 45, I discovered an online community who shared great tips for in-treatment care.
I missed a lot of school during treatment, and LLS helped me keep up.
We are here for you. We exist for everyone fighting leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, and other types of blood cancer.
On day 185, LLS helped me file my insurance claims properly.
Day 5,840 and counting, and I'm still in remission.
To learn more and get help on day 1, day 2, day 983, or any day, please visit LLS.org or call 1-800-955-4572. That's LLS.org, 1-800-955-4572.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Packers lost a crucial game against the Chicago Bears Saturday night, now with a record of 9-5-1. They now sit at the 7th seed of the playoff bracket. Matt LaFleur after the game.
Now the second time, at least in my career, where we've lost a game where we haven't punted. It just so happens to happen twice this season, so it's unfortunate.
They now will face the Baltimore Ravens this Saturday night at the final regular season home game. The Milwaukee Bucks lose 103-100 to the Timberwolves in a gritty comeback attempt. Doc Rivers after the matchup.
We had 2 or 3 plays where, again, I think all of our guys are trying to win the game for you. The film is going to be great because it's going to show us we just got to keep making the right plays.
The next matchup is tomorrow against the Indiana Pacers. Marquette basketball is in a slump, sitting at 5-8, while UW-Milwaukee basketball win 2 in a row and advance to 6-6. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams, member FDIC.
You are listening to Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yeah, turn up, pull up to the crib and you know I'm on set. Come with us, about to bang on that booty like I'm throwing up crib. Come with us, you gon' wanna.
My D, I need you to call in. 833-212-1017. I need to learn a little bit more about your experience You know what I mean? The Sugar Shack, the different massage parlors. Come on, Marty. Alfonso Dupree. Come on, give us a call. 833-212-1017. I want to know because you seem like you know a little bit about this, and it sounds like I just need to find out if this is by personal experience or you just happen to go with somebody else that went and you saw how they were treated. I just want to know how that part works out. He said, money is a blessing. It will get you anything but heaven. Okay, Mahdi. Maud Elmer said, Mahdi always gets that deep tissue massage routine. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like, as long as I guess it's participants, I mean, that's how they making this money. So my wish has been granted to me. I've got Mahdi. Great afternoon. I love you. I appreciate you. You got some information that you need to share with Truth Nation. You talking about anything you want. I sound like a 2 Live Crew situation going on.
Hey.
What's this? What's the Sugar Shack and all these different massage parlors and getting the full service and saying no doubt? Talk to me. What's your truth?
Man, my truth is, Homer. Man, ain't nothing like foreign women, man. They go hard, man. They love us black men. They go hard. They go hard. I got your personal number, man. I'm gonna call you. We gonna talk, but man, please.
Wow.
Man, money, listen, money gets you anything you want. You hear me?
Well, that's one of the things on the 2 Live Crew, and they album be like, how much? He's like, what do I get for $10? She was like, anything you want. So that's real.
Hey, and that's no doubt.
Wow.
That's no doubt. Listen, that's no doubt, Homer. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. When I go to those massage parlors, I go at the owner. I go at the owner and ask her, "What can I get? What's on the menu?" And she say, "Anything you want." That's what I like. I like full service. Don't play with me.
Damn. So is full service exactly what me and Brother Z think full service is?
It's full service, man. They go crazy, man. They go crazy.
But
you be surprised what $200 to get you for.
Damn. Damn.
Especially if it's all ones.
No,
Brother Z said. You say it ain't gotta be all ones.
No. When I went to when I first got down in Milwaukee, I got out the joint. I went to the Sugar Shack. I met porn stars, man.
Okay.
I met porn stars that told me in the back started at 1,000.
Damn.
So they get hell, man. I'm talking about porn stars. No porn stars that was coming to the Sugar Shack. You know the Sugar Shack in Lake Geneva, that's all nudie, man.
Right.
That's a nude club, man. I mean, you got 30 women with nothing on. Oh my God. I make sure I had $2,000 in my pocket.
You too damn excited, my D.
Man, Lord to my chest. Hey, I'm getting you, Homer. Okay. I went to church yesterday. I was trying to be safe.
Oh, okay. And I brought you out of retirement, huh? I'm taking you down the evil path, huh?
Hey, it's hard out here for a pimp, man.
So okay. So now, how do you know that some of the women there are not being trafficked?
Well,
or does that even bother you?
Well, to keep it real with you, you can get out of whatever you want to get out of.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to want to get out of it. You got to realize that a lot of people fail to realize when it comes to human trafficking, a lot of human trafficking is stamped. What they do is, all it is older men preying on younger women. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes, if you're really wise like me and you, then what you do is you go get a woman to go get them women. And it's just like the same thing Epstein was doing. So some of these people are real.
So you're comfortable bringing up his name, huh?
Well, man,
because when we talk about Epstein now, we talking about some underage girls.
Yeah, but I'm talking about legal, and to keep it real with you, I'm from Chicago, man. A lot of the women, you don't even know they underage. That's why you gotta pull them cards, man. You gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful, because when I'm 55 years old, when I was coming up, it was women mamas putting them out there on the block. So R. Kelly from the same side down. So that stuff R. Kelly got caught up in, man, I knew women was doing that, man. They was bringing their daughters to them over me.
Yeah, bruh. Yeah, we ain't gonna let you incriminate yourself like this. These accusations. Thank you for your call, though. I'm like, damn, because he got a lot of information. Some people might want to talk to you. Be like, hey,
when you get a knock on your door later, go ahead and answer that door, homeboy.
Right. I got uncomfortable a little bit here. I was like, he got too much information. And again, oh, man. I damn near wish it was time to go to break. But we got a little more time. The True Talk text lines are open at 833-212-1017. Ryan Rose said, the pimp Snooki got to go to jail. So does the white man. Listen. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. The Angels Advocate, great afternoon. Love you. Appreciate you. Said, women perform sex acts for free all the time, but once they ask for compensation, it's illegal? The government just want their cut. What you say, Brother Z?
That's really what it come down to. They just mad they can't tax it. Yeah. And I'm not paying them for the act. I'm paying them to leave.
So hold on.
I'm not paying for the act. I'm paying for you to go home.
Okay, so why
one more time.
Okay.
I'm not paying for the act.
Gotcha.
Boing, boing, boing.
I'm paying you to go home.
For the Lord.
Whew. Whew. Okay. You know what? If going to break was essential. Let's see. Daniel Mosley, again, great afternoon. Love you. Appreciate you on the True Talk text line, 833-212-1017. He said, now, are these North Side massage parlors, South Side, West Dallas, Brookfield, or Greenfield for Brother Dupree?
Asking for a friend.
Man, like, wow. Well, I want to know what's your truth, and we're getting their truth, and paying them to leave. So does that make it feel right if you say, well, I'm not, I did not use this compensation to pay her. I just wanted her to leave. But then you got to put the sound effect you put down to Sammy Davis Jr.
For the Lord.
Al. boy. So, yeah, I think you'd go. You'd be indicted. I don't think they would fall for the banana in the tailpipe, no pun intended, if you try to say, well, no, I was just paying her to leave. Be like, okay, but while she was here, what happened? Well, two grown people consented. Is that what you'd say with that? Let's see. Mild Elephant said my D was in the candy shop ready to get them cavities. You know what? Listen, we're almost ready to go to pay some bills. And then I'll come back with Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. Listen, Lucretia, I know I will not be invited back. I don't know. I don't know what happened to Dr. Ken's show. Maybe I'll come back with Dr. Ken's philosophy when we return. I got to take care of some bills. I'm trying to get my brain together. I'm learning a lot of information that I'm over processing here right now. So this commercial break will help me out. We got to take care of some bills. You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. Of course, I am the legendary Home of Blow, and I will take all the smoke because I am learning some things. But we'll be black because Brother Z is teaching me. Ma D is teaching me. I'm surprised Al ain't called back in and had some more lessons for us. Let's take care of these bills, man. Dr. Ken, I don't know where we're going here. We'll be black.
Yam, tam, for the Lord.
Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris returns after this on 1017 The Truth, the Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This season, the Bucks are going for it all.
A game winner for the Greek Freak.
Go inside the team's pursuit of a championship on Locked In, the new season of the Behind the Bucks podcast, narrated by Bucks legend Marcus Johnson. Hear from the team stars on why they think they can make history. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Oh, my back.
Santa?
Gina Della from Pella. You've been a good girl this year.
Is that why you're in here building new windows?
Santa's doing OT.
Let me make a call.
Frighteningly fast Pella team at your service. Let us take it from here, Mr. Claus. And Gina, next time.
I know. Ask for a Pella gift card. Right now, at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get 0% interest for 24 months. Visit PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. 12/31/2025.
New year, new savings for property owners. Odom Investments and Property Management is kicking off the new year with a special offer you don't want to miss. Half off your first month property management fees. Whether you own one property or a full portfolio, let our experienced team take the stress out of managing your investment. Start the year strong and save money today. Call 855-ODOM-WAY or visit odomhomes.com. That's odomhomes.com.
Every child deserves a school that sees their brilliance. At Milwaukee College Prep, they believe in high expectations, strong character, and academic excellence starting as early as age of 3. MCP scholars continue to outperform their peers across Milwaukee. And the best part about it all, Milwaukee College Prep is tuition free. If you're looking for a school that partners with you, challenges your child, and prepares them for college and beyond, Milwaukee College Prep is the place. Visit MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com to learn more. That's MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com.
I slept in a lot of different rooms, different beds, but none of them really felt like mine. I spent 14 years in foster care, mostly in group homes. And I never had much stuff because I always had to be ready to move. Why get things if you just have to let them go?
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care waiting to be adopted. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is working to help find them a forever family and a permanent home of their own.
Now I have my own room with walls that tell my story. I love hanging out in here. I play dress up with my sisters and I sing and make videos. But the best part, knowing I'll always have a place to go and a family that loves and supports me.
If you have room in your home or your heart, see how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
This is Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Brother Z is making it rain in the producer studio. Yeah, so now that we're black, let's go to talk about AI, okay? All right. Hey, Brother Z, did you know that they have some robot AI dancers.
You got the link for it?
I had it. I don't have it. I don't have it now, but they're actually.
Well, when you find a link, make sure you send it to me.
Absolutely will. I absolutely will, because they actually have robot dancers. But it's just like that concert. I believe it was in a foreign country, but yeah, his whole Black Up dancers were AI. Artificial intelligence is tied to more than 50,000 layoffs in 2025. There's so many, there's the pros and cons of it, but guess what? AI ain't going to be late. AI ain't going to catch the flu. AI ain't going to talk black. AI, you get what I'm saying? So I've been saying it, and when you think about over 50,000 layoffs due to AI, they ain't got to deal with no attitude. They ain't got to deal with, they don't have to get them a ride home. They there. They powering up until the next day, and it is what it is. AI is a gift and a curse, but it is here. And for those who want to act like it's not, and no, they're going to always need this, listen, they're going to continue to get more out of AI than they are going to run into the issues and problems with AI. So I'm telling you now, you can try to talk about, oh, man, it'll never do this and it'll never do that. It's doing it already. So right now, it's happening. It is happening. AI is, and then one of the major radio companies are talking about they're not going to let AI infiltrate, what they're doing. But AI is here. It is not going anywhere. You got AI DJs that are learning all of the samples and scratch. Because if you think about it, Brother Z, when we talk about, the DJ aspect of it, what are we doing but training AI if you're using controllers? You training it. The hot sample that you thought was a hot sample, it's going to have all that. So what is your thought, Brother Z, on how AI is just being utilized in every facet, and the fact that over 50,000 layoffs have happened? That's not to mention that Amazon is talking about they're going to lay off over 600,000 people and replace them with robots.
Yeah, it's a love-hate relationship, because I'll be damned if I work a trade job.
So what job should people be looking for in this day and age?
That's a great question, and it's a question that I don't got to worry about because I got a job.
There you go. Hey, listen, but AI is here, man. Listen, bro. AI will listen to your voice and sound like you. Look at all of the songs and the music and all of that, man. AI is like, man, and some people don't even know. They done fell in love with these AI artists. Like, it's a real artist. They give them imagery, and then you got people that are turning themselves beautiful that are ugly. Well, just in my opinion, because I'm like, you don't look like that. You do not look like that. I seen you. You don't look like that. But they got these little AI images that they putting on social media where they look like they have no blemishes and all of that. They've lost just the amount of weight that they wanted to lose or whatever. But when you see them, you're like, you're looking at the truth. 101.7 FM. You looking at the truth, because you can put all them little filters on you. You can make your face with the powder puffs and looking like you took some graduation pictures or whatnot. But the truth is going to come when they see you. The truth is going to come when they see you. But yeah, people need to really understand. Like, it's people that talk about like some of the places that they work at, and it's like, look. They've got some replacements that can replace you and can work faster than you, are more productive than you. So it's something that people, I talk about it a lot. We've talked about it on The Truth here a lot. Like, people better understand, like, it's here. It's here. Mahdi said Foxconn is a leader of AI, built Foxconn almost 10 years ago. And listen, also the data centers, you get what I'm saying? The data centers to house all of this information. But AI is here, and hopefully it doesn't end up taking your job or affecting your job. But I'm talking about they returning calls, everything. AI is there. You know, people that have no education at all, no education, but know how to talk to ChatGPT and will give you a portfolio or a document or a business plan, and you would think that they know everything until they set the business up and fail because they really didn't know that, they used ChatGPT to give them all the information.
And speaking of AI, also from The Guardian this weekend, it says that the AI boom has caused the same CO2 emissions in 2025 as New York City.
Wow.
So take that in comparison, too.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's going to learn how to get rid of that. I'm telling you, it's learning. We got to understand that it is constantly evolving. It is evolving whatever I would say millisecond, but whatever the fastest form of redoing something or you know what I'm saying, processing something, it is learning to that degree to now make sure that it doesn't end up making those kind of mistakes. So I'm just saying, you better get into a trade. You better get into something to where you are the one repairing all of these AI robots and all of that kind of stuff, because they are here. They're not going anywhere. We're going to see some rogueness. We're going to see some rogue, AI situations happen. But I'm telling you, it's not going to stop people from using it. Perfect example, they just had in San Francisco. They had that power outage, Brother Z. And all them damn Waymo cars were stuck because the stoplights wasn't working. So they just congested the whole thing, because they didn't know what to do. They didn't know what to do. So that kind of gives you an example of what can happen. But yeah, all them Waymo cars was just trapped. And you got to think about it. If you were in the Waymo car, you were just trapped. That's like some of those other T-word vehicles. When the power trips out or goes down, you just trapped in the car. Airtight. So, yeah. Listen, I want to say that we've got a lot of situations. Talk to your teens. Talk to your sons, daughters, nieces, nephew, grandkids, because we've got a 14-year-old who is now 17 that in 2023 ended up murdering a woman, and he's now sentenced to life without the possibility of parole, as well as one of his associates that was also found guilty and charged and given life without the possibility of parole. Think about that. Don't forget, tomorrow morning I'll return along with the MC Dame LZ on Truth in the Morning here on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. And tomorrow, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., I will be at Northcott Neighborhood House as Northcott Neighborhood House, Bader Philanthropies, Inc., and West Care, Wisconsin presents the 6th annual 'Tis the Season Christmas toy giveaway happening at Northcott, 2460 North 6th Street here in Milwaukee. I will be your musical conductor, making sure that the season sounds great. Love you, babes. Talk to my agent. I am up out of here for now. Thank you, Brother Z, for a great show. I appreciate that. And I guess we're going to find out where you going to be next. On the border? Accusations! Holla Black.
Accusations! Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby!
come in with straight truth.
If you acted up, if you were out